You know, in hindsight, Christoph Gans or Christopher Gans or whatever the hell the director's name is, in hindsight, he's probably smart for not telling us much out of this movie. He made that mistake in the first two, and, well, we got the first two Silent Hill movies, didn't we? Return to Silent Hill is coming to theaters soon, and we're not getting much in terms of information about this movie before it happens. Well played on Christoph Gans. I appreciate the idea that for some reason we won't think about it too much if you don't show us anything. But lo and behold, just a couple days back, we got our first ever picture and introduction to the new version of Pyramid Head, where a lot of the fans got a deep moment to kind of soak it all in and admire what they were looking at. And then, once again, for the millionth time, the Silent Hill fan base has been divided. Some love his new look, some hate his new look. I personally have a few thoughts on this, and I just wanted to kind of get these out. So let me just set the record straight now and explain to you all that despite all things, the Silent Hill movie, the very first one, mind you, will still always be a favorite of mine, glaring in all of its flaws. So just so you don't think I'm walking around believing this is gospel or anything, and if it lowers my street cred as a Silent Hill fan, then so be it. I think it's hilariously bad, but on top of that, it's the only one that's good out of the two. Part two was a dumpster fire rolling downhill into basically a clown car, essentially. But Silent Hill 1 had a lot of good points and a lot of good ideas, and it was the first time I got to see Silent Hill live action. It was everything I needed as a kid, and the nostalgia's there even to this day, so fine. However, despite being as crusty as it was, Pyramid Head, his look was on point. And this video is concerning his look, so you're going to have to roll with me on this one, but his look was on point. He looked good. And they did take some creative liberties on his helmet and his body, pretty much his background and story and everything. It went from a unknown red pale-face deity slash cultist item to just some guy who just randomly appears and can summon cockroaches at will. We don't know why, we don't know how, and we don't even agree with it really, but they made him look good for the first movie. Now, this is me setting aside the fact that I've come to realize that no matter what, in America especially, Pyramid Head is the Mickey Mouse of Silent Hill. And I'm going to have to make do with that. I'm going to have to come to terms with that, and I get that. So fine. Moving beyond that point, if we're going on just looks on how Pyramid Head looks, I compare the new Pyramid Head to the original Pyramid Head in the movie, and the differences are what feels drastic to me. The changes seem, especially the ridge running down the center of Pyramid Head's helm, has a like a laced shoelace like wrestling boot look to it, and it just feels drastic and cleaner. Now, there's no word on whether or not this picture is actually AI contributed or if it's an action figure. The wife and I seem to firmly believe it's either an action figure or AI, however, and I'm sticking to that until I hear otherwise. However, he just looks far too clean and neat now compared to what he was. Now, they better have a great and wonderful idea as to why Pyramid Head is showing up now for James instead of just kind of going into obscurity because he didn't belong in this story. And maybe he belonged in the story in the game universe, but not so much in the movie universe. They already ruined that idea, so the idea of making him some sort of executioner of punishment and things like that that go bump in the night are long since over. I mean, they're long since over. So calling Pyramid Head in now and saying this is his rightful place is just silly. However, if you're going to watch him on the big screen, peep his look. I don't quite follow the logic here. Number one, he's cleaner. Number two, he's got the ridge running down his helm now. Okay, fine. And then his great knife is what looks like just a bar of iron. It looks like he's walking around with a straight bar of iron. Anybody get that implication? Because that's what it looks like to me anyway. And you know, before anybody starts giving me the old purist, you're old school Silent Hill fan, you only like the old stuff. No. Actually, I quite disagree. Believe it or not, and I rarely like to give a compliment to behavior, but their rendition of Pyramid Head on Dead by Daylight was actually gorgeous. I enjoyed every last one of his alternative costumes, as well as the primary costume, complete with the skin-tight apron skin suit and great knife, along with the corrupted festering outfits and things like that. So Dead by Daylight came up with a new rendition of Pyramid Head, and it looks amazing. This looks I don't know, mass produced. It's like I said, it's far too clean, and for the job and for where Pyramid Head is and what franchise he is in, I expected grittier. He looks like a perfectly formed geometric shape in a sea of rust and tangled barbed wire. Like, I don't understand what the logic behind it was, but this is our first look at Pyramid Head. Who the hell knows what we're gonna see in the next few, you know? Am I excited for the movie? Yeah, because I'm a blind fan at times. Am I excited about Pyramid Head? More blind fan business. Am I sure they're gonna pull a worse job than, I don't know, Double Helix did on Homecoming? No. Double Helix wins that goddamn trophy. What the hell were they thinking? It's like a skirt mini dress Pyramid Head with a six-pack or something? What? Later, guys.